Hey, everybody. Welcome to another rapid fire Q&A with me, your host, Scotty Milas, and of course, Wendi Hill, president and founder of Market Momentum.
Hello.
Wendi, welcome aboard again. I am Scotty Milas, podcast host of All Things Considered Franchising. And also which is powered by scottmilasfranchisecoach.com. We encourage all of our listeners who are out there to go to the standard spots, Spotify, Apple, whatever it may be, review some of those podcasts, some very informational, some very good information on franchising, franchisors. And of course, scottmilasfranchisecoach.com specializes in help people research and explore business ownership, franchise opportunities. Wendi is president of Market Momentum, a marketing agency that helps businesses like myself with all the stuff we're doing, marketing, LinkedIn, Facebook, newsletters. So I would encourage you, if anybody's looking for marketing support, to reach out to Wendi. Just connect with her on LinkedIn. Wendi, the show is yours.
Well, great. Well, thanks for having me back. We keep getting questions in, and I think that we have a couple today that I'm not sure if we've even talked about before in newsletters or any other marketing materials. So I have 5 questions for you. And are you ready?
I am ready. I am going to do my
good.
best to answer these in the best I can.
Okay. Number 1 is, will I be able to talk to existing franchisees when I'm vetting a brand?
Wendi, this is one of the most critical steps in your due diligence when researching and exploring a particular franchise, or 1 or 2 brands, I should say, if you narrow down your search. Talking to franchisees, not necessarily people in your general area or around you, but outside of your box, so to speak, territory, is crucial in your decision process. If you can get connected and do some research and find people that have similar backgrounds to you that have been business owners, that is also a benefit. You want to talk to people that have been in business maybe for 6 months to a year, but you also want to talk to franchisees that have been around for a couple of years within the system. But yes, this is a critical step in your decision process.
Okay, great. Number 2, what types of questions should I ask them?
Well, at scottmilasfranchisecoach.com, we do provide some guidance and a form on questions you should be asking. But I always tell my clients that one of the questions you want to ask, one of the big questions, is if you had the opportunity to do this all over again and rethink it, would you make the same decision? So that's number 1. Number 2, you want to take a deeper dive into the systems and the support levels that they're getting from the brand. Are they delivering what they said they would as you go through the process and learning more about what they say they're going to be doing? So, there's a series of questions. It isn't always about the money. You want to get comfortable with the people that you're going to be working with. It's almost like a relationship marriage. There are going to be times you're going to be disagreeing with them, but you've got to be able to work it out and ask questions and work through the issues.
Okay, great. Number 3, so a lot of times franchise fees are pretty steep. Are these negotiable?
Fees are non-negotiable.
Okay.
Here's why. All franchisors want their franchisees on the same playing field. Put yourself in a position, if you're attending a franchise conference with this particular brand you've invested in, and you're sitting next to somebody that you've never met before. They've been a franchisee. They own a couple of units. You own a couple of units or territories. And they turn around and they tell you that they're paying a lower royalty or paid a lower franchise fee than you did. Yeah. My guess is your first call is going to be an attorney. So franchisors want to avoid that type of clash. So the answer to the question is no. Fees, any type of fee, royalty, franchise fee, marketing fees are non-negotiable. What is typically negotiable in a franchise agreement may be a development schedule. If it requires a brick and mortar location, maybe negotiating to get more time to try to find a location. So again, that's why reaching out to a franchise attorney to have your franchise agreement reviewed, I's dotted, T's crossed, is very crucial again in your decision process.
Okay, good. That makes total sense. So number 4, this is another one about money. Will the franchisor finance any of the cost for me?
There are franchises out there that offer internal financing. As a coach and somebody who's been around the block, I always tell people to be cautious about this. I've never been a believer in discounts or buy one get one free kind of things. I think it to me it shows a little bit of sign of desperation to bring franchisees on board to get that royalty flow up, because that's how franchisors pay their bills, based on the royalties collected. But there are some internal programs out there that franchisors offer. They're not for free. They do have to be paid eventually. So there may be a higher royalty rate. There may be a time period where you have to build up those funds. But I would be cautious and investigate that thoroughly before making any type of decision to agree with internal funding.
Okay. Here's the last one. They wrote the question like this: I'm a follow the steps type of person, and I don't consider myself creative at all. Is franchising going to work for me when it comes to the sales and marketing part of the business?
Wendi, that's a great question. It's one of the steps that we go through at scottmilasfranchisecoach.com as we build somebody's profile business model. In a retail environment, people are coming to you. In a service-based business, there needs to be some type of sales aptitude or comfort of sales aptitude. Now, I'm going to date myself here and make myself an old man, but I'm not talking about being a Willy Loman, the death of a salesman, where you're carrying a briefcase and knocking on doors or cold calling. A lot of today's franchisors in the service-based categories do offer internal call centers to handle incoming calls, scheduling appointments, and in some cases, maybe even taking payment for that service over the phone, and then the technician is just going there to fulfill the service that was purchased. As far as marketing, I encourage my clients to be comfortable with the services, those support levels that the franchisor is offering. One of those is marketing. Again, perfect example is me. I reached out to you because I had no clue how to get involved in promoting and campaigning and building a brand name. Franchisors, again, you want to connect with the franchisees. It goes back to your first question, making sure that the brand is providing those services and support, because you are paying into typically an ad fund to build local and national marketing. So, so having a clear understanding of what those marketing initiatives are, a support and operational support the franchisor is offering, is key.
Okay, well, good. That was a pretty thorough answer. Those are the only 5 questions I have for today, but I know more will come up. They'll pop in your
Wendy,
inbox
thanks
soon.
very much. Hope we were able to answer some questions out there for some people who are contemplating researching and exploring business ownership. If anyone wants to reach us, you can go to my website, fill out the inquiry form, give me a call at 860-751-9126. If anyone would like to reach out to Wendy, just tag her on Market Momentum or her LinkedIn profile and send her a message. She'll be glad to reach out to you. This is Scotty Milas. And again, don't forget to check out our podcast, All Things Considered Franchising. This is Scotty Milas. Until next time, have a great day.
Bye.